and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Shell and I'm losing weight using the Slimming World plan. If you're one of my returning watchers and followers, thank you so much for always watching and for all your lovely comments that I always get on my videos. I think since I've started doing the videos again, feeling like a community as we do on here and everyone supporting each other has been such a help to me, and I'm really grateful for everyone who does leave a comment. If you haven't left a comment before, please do. I'd love to know who's watching and what plan you're doing as well, because we can all learn from each other even if we're not doing Slimming World. I've had a really good week. It's been a week of celebrations this week. It was Andy's birthday on Tuesday. Tuesday's my weigh-in day when I go to group, and this time, because I go to group at 5 o'clock, which I've never done before since the first time I went in in the 90s. I always eat the same thing to make sure that my weigh-in is always the same. I don't want to eat different food, so I'm not sure if I've had a gain or a loss, whether it's down to what I've just eaten in the day. So I ate the same things on Tuesday during the day, and then I went to group at 5 o'clock, and then when we came home, we usually go to the chippy on a Tuesday and I get mushy peas, but Andy had said that for his birthday he wanted to have dal, which is one of our favourite meals. We like rice and dal. So we had that for tea, which was good for me. It was Andy's choice that he wanted for his birthday, but it was good for me because I could make it a free food. The dal was made in the pan just with, I think we had onions and garlic, and I fried that with just a bit of vegetable stock really, and then put in the chickpeas and just the herbs and spices then, some cumin, some coriander, some, what's the Indian stuff called? Garam masala, couldn't think for a minute there. Some garam masala and chilli and lemon juice. So it's a free meal and it was really filling and nice. So that meant I had plenty of sins left, and later on we had some Prosecco. I had 1/4 of a bottle, which turns out to be 7.5 sins, and I think I just had a piece of chocolate or something. I can't remember now what we had. So that was really nice, and we celebrated but managed to stay on plan. And then on Friday, this was for Andy's birthday with his pals, we had our 6 monthly Domino's evening. Now this usually would be quite an indulgent evening for me. It would be full of booze, hot snacks that I'd make, and crisps and nuts and all sorts of things. But I think because we're all sort of older now, we're all at different stages in life, so some people there don't want to drink, some people drank a lot. I just had a coffee, and then before bed, I didn't get to bed till I think about 3 o'clock in the morning. I just had a little Jack Daniels. So I didn't do hot snacks this time. We just had all sorts of crisps and things out, which I didn't eat. So again, I managed to stay on plan, but I'm not very good with late nights. So even though I got to bed about 3, I didn't get up Saturday morning until 10. So I had the same amount of sleep as I normally would have, but just because it was at a different time, I felt quite grumpy on Saturday and out of sorts, and I felt that the day had already sort of passed by a few hours before I got going. So it was a little bit harder, I think, on Saturday just to get the meals in order, because by the time you get up late, then your breakfast is knocked back and one thing and another. But it was a lovely week. We had lots of celebrations. We had quite a few other, not that late nights, but later nights where we stayed up watching things and having a nice time, because we do have birth weeks in our household. You don't just have a birthday. It does go on for the whole week, taking in the closest weekend, whether that's before or after the birthday. So it is a whole week of celebrations. So we had other treats throughout the week and late nights staying up. But it was really nice. And one of the things we tried, which was new this week, were these These are from the Tofu company. We've liked everything we've had of theirs so far. They're one of our favourite makes of vegan vegetarian food. And these are I think they're called the Mediterranean tofu balls. But we weren't overly keen on them. There was nothing particularly wrong with them. The texture was quite nice. They're very kind of chewy and nice, but it was the flavour. There's too much of something in there. I'm not sure if it's oregano or thyme or something. It was just a bit overpowering. And there was also, we both felt something about when you have an Italian and you have pasta and the sauce and the meatballs, we kind of like our flavour in the sauce, and the meatballs are a contrast to all the Italian flavours, and we found having the sauce with all the Italian flavours in and the balls as well, it was all just a bit too much. So they're only half a sin each though, which is really good. So you know, you can have quite a few of them and be really full. So if you think you'd like that with the Mediterranean flavours, then give them a try. They were very nice, but we think that we prefer some of our other ones. Well, there are quite a few other makes of these meatballs around now, vegan ones, and I think we preferred those, even though they're possibly higher in sins. But anyway, they were something that you might want to try. The Tofoo company, they do a lot of nice things. Their tofu's very nice actually, because it's one of those that you don't have to drain. It's a solid chunk of tofu that you can just chop up and use. Bit like the Aldi one. I think the Aldi one's like that. And it's a lot easier than trying to drain and squeeze all the water out like you do with some of the other ones. I don't think I have anything else to tell you about this week. We had a nice group on Tuesday. I really like my group. I really like my consultant. She's very good. And it's nice going to group this time of year because lots of people are going on holiday or coming back from holiday. So everyone's got lots of nice things to talk about. And my group's the perfect size really. There's only about 15 of us that stay. So we're all getting to know each other really well now. And it's a very, very friendly and welcoming place to be. This week I lost 1.5 pounds, and that takes my weight loss from 11 stone 9.5 down to exactly 10 stone. So I've lost 1 stone 9.5 pounds. I'm working towards my 2 stone award, which is going to be a few weeks off yet, 2 or 3 weeks off yet. Not this weekend, but next weekend after that. I've got a very difficult weekend coming up, so I'm not sure if I might have a gain that weekend, but we'll have to see. I haven't got any other news, so I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm looking forward to watching everyone else's videos coming up this weekend, seeing how you've got on. I always love watching everybody's videos, and let me know down below if I don't watch your video that you do one, and I'll come over and watch. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next week and hope you see less of me. Take care. Bye!